In the water, something is lurking. Do you see what I mean? Close encounters with whales are more common than you would think. Even though the folks in these films escaped reasonably unhurt, they were only meters away from being a whale supper. If you've never seen a whale up close, it's difficult to imagine how massive they can be. To put things in perspective, the blue whale is the world's biggest mammal. It can fit between 400 and 500 humans in its mouth, and its tongue alone weighs as much as an elephant. However, we won't have to worry about one of these creatures eating us anytime soon because their anatomy makes it practically impossible. Instead, we should be more concerned about sperm whales, their smaller cousins. In 1891, allegations surfaced that a man had been eaten by one of these whales, and while he survived, he would never be the same. According to legend, when a whale attacked his ship, James Bartley was swallowed and didn't surface until the next day. The sailors swiftly carried the whale on board their ship and ripped it apart, exposing an unconscious but very alive James Bartley. Because of the whale's stomach acids, his face and limbs were bleached white, and he was blind. However, as time passed, people began to poke holes in the narrative, questioning whether James was indeed eaten by a whale. Wouldn't the stomach acids cause more harm than simply whitening his skin? So, using the power of science, we took a deeper look and immediately determined that being swallowed by a whale and emerging with gleaming white skin would be the least of your concerns. So, after you're swallowed, the first thing you'll have to worry about is being torn to bits by the sperm whale's amazing set of teeth. Each tooth is roughly 20 centimeters long, about the same length as a chef's knife, and whales have anywhere from 40 to 50 of them. Let's assume you're fortunate enough to get through them all, then you'd start descending into the neck. Not only would it be dark and slimy down here, but the absence of oxygen and increased methane gas would make breathing difficult. You'd start to feel hydrochloric acid eating away at your skin as the whale's throat muscles contracted in and out to assist drive you down. I understand your viewpoint. We've only just begun our investigation into this whale, and James Bartley's narrative already appears to be suspect. You are correct, but what would be the point of stopping now? After that, you'd be thrown into the whale's first and biggest stomach. You'd definitely be stuck down there for a long, but on the plus side, you could find some light in the shape of a bioluminescent squid or two being devoured shortly after your arrival. Sperm whales like the neon flying squid. You'd best enjoy this little light show because after that, you'll just be hurled from one stomach to the next, with the acids tearing down practically every part of your body until you're nothing but a jumble of bones being thrown from the whale's anus. So, it's quite safe to assume that being swallowed whole by a whale and living to tell the tale is impossible. James, I apologize. You may have fooled folks in the 1890s, but we've caught up to you today. Whales, as massive as they are and as awful as they appear to us, have no desire to consume humans.